Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of New Arrivals. We're coming to you from the vintage guitar room. Have a look around. Michael, maybe you could show some of the beautiful vintage guitars that we have in here. We also had a live session yesterday in this room with Eugene Ruffalo. Maybe some of you may know him. That live session will be up on our YouTube sometime soon. Michael and I picked 5 beautiful guitars for this New Arrivals episode again, I believe. And we're going to start with this old Martin in front of me right here. But this is not any old Martin that you mostly see in our store. So have a good look. This looks quite unusual. So this is a 0018G from 1949, if I'm correct. So I never heard of the G models that Martin made before. The G stands for gut strings, so these were specifically made for having gut strings on them. Martin of course made some nylon string guitars, but the gut string instruments are slightly different. So where the nylon models, they call them the C models, they mostly have X bracing. The G models, they have fan bracing and it's scalloped as well. So we now have it set up for nylon strings and it plays really great. So other than that, it is quite similar to a 0018. So we have the mahogany back and sides with a spruce top. Only now we have a 12 fret to the body design. And in a Thai style bridge, of course, like other classical guitars. It sounds really fantastic and it's a great, rare and unusual Martin guitar. So we had to feature it. Next up we have a guitar from Ireland, from our good friends over at Lowden Guitars. We have a stunning F35C. And this one has a really nice set of tone woods. Have a look at this. So we have a quadruple A grade set of ebony on the back and sides. Really nice and figured. And we also have a quadruple A grade sinker redwood top. This combination sounds really great. It's one of Koen's favorite combination, I know. So the ebony is quite bright and articulate, and the sinker redwood adds some really nice harmonics on top. So of course what we are used to from Lowden is a sort of a piano-like frequency response, and this one really has that. We have a really nice Tasmanian blackwood bindings on here as well. We have a 5-piece mahogany and rosewood neck with a really nice ebony fingerboard. We also have some of Lowden's 50th anniversary guitars in our store right now, so you will see them on the website very soon. But this one has such a nice set of ebony that we wanted to feature it on this episode of New Arrivals, and it sounds really fantastic. So let's listen to the demo. So next up, is one of my favorite guitar designs. I say that a lot, but this time I really mean it, because there are two electric guitars that I play the most and that are a Jazzmaster and a 330. And this is a beautiful ES330 from 1966 in a wonderful cherry finish, which hasn't really aged over the years at all. So with the 330 we have the really nice chrome covered dog ear P90s. We have the trapeze style tailpiece. The tuners have been replaced. You can see some of the holes that were left behind, but they are really stable. So the ES330, in contrary to the 335, is completely hollow, and that's what I love about this instrument. So you really feel it's pushing some air when you play it. And I really like it as a strumming electric guitar on stage as well. I'm a singer as well, so I play the guitar and I sing, and this really works well as sort of a electric version of an acoustic guitar on stage when you're strumming. All in all, this is a really cool guitar in a very good condition, so let's listen to it. So next up is definitely the oldest guitar of the bunch. It seems like it's sort of L00 central at the fellowship the last few weeks. We had a lot of very nice examples, and this is another one. So this is a Gibson L00 from the year of 1933. What's typical for the 1933 is the very small sunburst. I think that looks really cool on this one. So like I mentioned last week, 1931 was the first year, so we're now 2 years after the introduction of the L00. There has been some work that's been done to it. You can see a small patch on here, for example. But that's what you get with a lot of these old Gibsons. They've been repaired, they've been restored, but when you find one that's playing as great and sounding as great as this one, and some of the others that we have in store, it's really a treat. And the last guitar we picked specifically for Koen, because he is a real advocate and admirer of Kevin Ryan guitars. They come in these very sturdy Carlton cases, which you can drive over, by the way. Insert clip. Right here we have one of their most famous model, the Nightingale. What's special about this one is that it is a 10-string guitar, and it's built specifically for fingerstyle guitarists that want to have a sort of a 12-string sound. What you can see here is that with the first 3 strings you have the octave as the first string, except for the G string where it's turned around, and that's specifically for playing with your fingers. So that when you pick it, you have the octave first. This one has a beautiful quilted mahogany back and side with a Adirondack top. As we say here, we have some extra clank holes here, which means sound holes, by the way. But Kevin Ryan really sort of blends the line between an instrument and a piece of art. This is some of the finest artistry that you can find in the luthier business right now. And that's why Koen is also such a big fan. So Koen, this is for you. Let's listen to a beautiful demo right now. So that was it for this week. In case you missed it, we have a summer sale going on right now. So it's more than 200 products and there's a 10% sale. So check out our website. Please let us know which of these 5 guitars is your favorite. If you have any questions about these or any other guitars for that matter, reach out to us. We're always available to help. And I'd love to see you next week. Bye-bye.